Chuck, are you going to open a beard?
I don't have any more. That's my sound.
Open that fridge, because it's time for a brand new crit sandwich. Welcome to Crit Sandwich, the world's tastiest D&D podcast. Crit Sandwich is four friends playing 5th edition D&D with random settings and plots. We use adult language, have inconsistent character voices, and screw up the rules. This is episode 0 of our 3rd campaign. My name is Casey Sears. I'm your host. To my left, we have Matt Poppich.
Hey, man.
Across the table from me, we have Chuck Ventus.
Hello.
To my right, we have Robbie Ponder.
Hello.
We are Crit Sandwich. And we are about to make a brand new campaign that the first episode of which will release today. So you'll be able to hear that after you listen to this. Mm-hmm. And we have changed up our random world chart. We have eliminated the world state category, and it is now just characters, settings, and plot as we continue to kind of adapt and develop this thing. I'm very excited to try out how this is going to work.
I think it's going to be smoother. Like, as far as, like, we would have, like, combos where it would be like, well, we can't do much with that. I feel like this should eliminate some of those, is the goal there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. We
have 52 different character options, 48 different settings, and 56 different plots on the chart today. I guess we should just start rolling since there's 3. I don't know if we each just want to roll for ourselves.
Yeah, I think we do. I think the 3 strategy will be we each do 3 and then pitch our idea. That I think will work out the best, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
My pen broke.
Uh-oh.
My pencil.
I broke my pants.
Broke my pants.
Is everyone ready?
I have rolled. I'm trying to think of what to do with
I
this.
hate mine.
I can go first. It's not that
So
as good as
this
some
is
of them.
Robbie going first?
Yes, Robbie going first. I figured I'd switch it up, Casey. You usually go first. I'll go first this time. So for character, I rolled a 7. I got thieves. The setting is 18, which is a corporate rule, and 28. The plot is E.T.
Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. What did you roll for the second one?
Corporate rule.
Well, no, what did you roll?
18.
Okay. I thought you said 17 because I rolled 18 as well. And I thought you said a different number. So, sorry.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. You guys are thieves. Somehow you stole an extraterrestrial, and the corporation is wanting that ET back from you. So you're trying to get ET back to his ship.
Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
Pretty straightforward.
Easy enough.
Mm-hmm. So I think the story would be is you guys steal the extraterrestrial, and then you become friends with them, and your corporation is trying to get the ET from you as you're trying to free him and let him go to his ship. It's not that exciting.
It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I guess it'd be modern day.
Actually, that sounds too much like our previous campaign. It was just, well, you guys weren't thieves, but just chasing the thing to get back
We
to your
rolled
ship.
like the same thing. I should just tell you what mine is.
Yeah, Chuck, go ahead.
Thieves. I rolled thieves, corporate rule, and then mine is in time as the plot.
Huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
What? I don't
They're
know.
not great.
They're not. They're not
they're
great.
super-
I was like,
No, the odds
And
are not
all-
great that you would roll the first 2 the exact same.
I know.
What is
Did you
the
roll-
odds on Google number generator? Because that is not very random.
Did you use the same site as me?
I just typed in Google random number generator, and that's what I'm using.
Mine, it's the theme of in time. We're stealing time, basically, from a corporation that is like trying to control time. I guess, is there like a D&D like book where Is it the one that's set on an island where people's souls are being sucked away or something like that, or am I reaching for something?
No, that's that's one of the pre-made campaigns.
That's what I mean. Like, is there like
Tomb
a
of
pre-made
Annihilation.
campaign
Tomb of
where like
Annihilation.
souls are being sucked away and people can't be resurrected? So like their lifelines are being
That's the one
taken
we
away
tried
from them.
We tried to play that, didn't we?
Yeah, we played it once, and we found out Illidan was a character, and we quit.
Yeah.
Those are mine. I'm not thrilled about them, but I mean,
You know what'd be cool about end time is if anything you did, like cast spells or something, would take away from your timetable, and like any time, like you would come closer to death each time you do a spell or an action or something like that.
it's cool.
As much as I like the end time thing, but I don't like that everything that you rolled, and I don't like mine either.
No,
Well, I got pro wrestlers.
All right.
I know that seems to be a fan favorite.
I like it.
Yeah. The setting is Waterworld,
Mm-hmm.
and the plot is Die Hard.
Okay.
So I guess we would be in. So the combination of Waterworld and Die Hard is tough for me because that means we're in. I mean, to be Die Hard, we have to be in a big building.
It's a boat instead of a building. That's all it is.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in a huge cruiser instead of like
a big yacht.
Okay, so maybe we're
massive
entertaining
Or like a Titanic-sized ship or something
and
like
it's been
that.
seized.
and we're like one of the main attractions.
There's a wrestling event.
Yeah,
happening at
we're like the wrestlers.
Yeah, instead
know
of
how
a
there's-
Christmas party, it would be a wrestling match party.
Well, you know how there are all those themed cruises?
Yeah.
This would be a wrestling themed cruise at the end times.
Yeah.
Or like, the water world end of days or whatever, where the world is screwed up and there is a party boat that is wrestling themed. And
where wacky characters like
someone takes over the boat.
luchadores or whatever.
Yeah,
And
someone
it's
takes
on,
over the boat.
It's on
and-
total lockdown except for
for
our characters.
Yeah, but we get it done.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Who
with
knows?
suplexes and what I don't know what wrestling moves.
Yeah, you could limit, like, whoever is DMing that could limit us all to just be barbarians
Some
and
sort
fighters.
of fighter
Yeah.
class. Yeah.
that would be funny.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad.
I like that better from ours because ours seems so. Mine and Robbie seems so basic.
Mine is Retired Heroes as the characters, The Upside Down for the setting, and Boondock Saints as the plot.
Ooh.
Now, the plot of Boondock Saints, I have not seen this movie since I was like 19. Mm-hmm. Is it a revenge movie? I forget. I know there's two brothers.
So the two brothers, I didn't put this on there, but I can tell you what Boondock Saints is about. The two brothers basically figure out that they're going to start offing mobsters and bad guys. Basically, they're going to. It's vendetta, or not vendetta. What do you call it when you are a vigilante? There you go.
Okay.
So they're going to take the law into their own hands by killing bad guys.
I could see there's something about this I could see where, like Retired Heroes, you learn about. Maybe you start going to kill some people for revenge. Maybe all of the characters are like brothers or something, but then like you have to go get revenge on this dark underplane that you had no clue existed.
It's kind of like Watchmen, actually. Now that
like
we're describing all
we
that,
are.
it's a lot
We
like
used to be
Watchmen.
vigilantes, and we're coming out of retirement to
To kill
like
again.
a vendetta to kill some big baddie that's coming from some under.
And you start off
world
kind
area.
of in the normal world, but end up like finding out that whoever you're trying to kill is actually into some really dark underground stuff.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's okay. All right.
Roll again.
Yep.
Enter your numbers now. I can go first this time around, I guess.
Okay.
So I rolled a 22 Daredevils, and then we are Daredevils. I rolled a 5 in a D&D setting, and the plot is Prison Break. So we're just in the D&D world. We are traveling Daredevils that are we're real popular around the world. Basically set up a challenge to say that we can complete any sort of stunt or anything like that. So someone sees us making this headway and decides to challenge us to take on some tomb of death or something like that. So
Lock
we
us
go
in the
there,
deepest, darkest dungeon in the whole world.
and then the whole goal is for us to have to for the characters to have to escape this prison, and it's set up like a real prison, but there are areas that are set up as like obstacles, which would require some crazy stunts to get past, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I dig that.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I'll go ahead and go next. This is Casey. I have entrepreneurs as the characters. Setting is alien invasion. Plot is Inception.
Wow.
Oh my
That
gosh.
one's going to be tough.
Plot Inception's a tough one.
Yeah. So I imagine maybe these entrepreneurs have a piece of alien technology that they're using to get to the bottom of this alien invasion through hooking into people's dreams. Like there's a series of clues and a series of people. Maybe these people have stabbed humanity in the back, and we have to get inside their brains and inside their dreams to figure out what secrets they know about the aliens and fighting the aliens through dreams. But also, I don't know, we sell shit. That's hard.
We sell shit.
Well, that's what an entrepreneur does. So, I don't know.
I know. So I'm just like, we sell shit along the way. Maybe we used to be entrepreneurs, and then we got caught up in this whole dream nonsense.
I like it, but I think it's going to be something really hard to DM.
Because, I mean, like, in our first campaign, we were priests, but we weren't actually priests. I mean...
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's really... It would be kind of the background of the characters would be entrepreneurs, but the thrust of the story would be, I imagine, a series of vignettes where the characters are all inside dreams. Like, maybe each episode would be like this crazy dream world with a lot of levels to it, and be really surreal.
Everyone knows if they love something to be speaking up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I that to me sounds too difficult. Like when I
think of that and I'm like, no way. There's no way I would want
I
that.
think there's some space there, but that's hard.
Yeah, that would be
Even the movie Inception is like, to me, I have to watch it twice before I even understood what happened. Like to DM something like that would be pretty tough.
So I got character as devils. So you guys would be lawful evil. And setting is a sci-fi fantasy. So when I think of sci-fi, I think of like Star Trek. But when I think of so this would be
Sci-fi fantasy would be more like Star Wars or maybe like a Flash Gordon, something like that.
Okay. And then the plot would be enemy of the state. So you guys would be evil people that or that had information on had somehow gotten information on the government, and they were tracking, like, you needed to get it from point A to point B, but pretty much they're everywhere in a sci-fi or fantasy world.
That could be cool.
Yeah, could be cool. I don't love it. I like it.
I have one, which I think it would probably be my favorite one so far. So for character, we are Inquisitors. The setting, we will be on a space station. And for plot, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So to me, you will be Inquisitors, but you will get shrunk, and you need to navigate yourself through the space station to get back to normal size for you can complete your Inquisition. And I mean, I don't want to give too much away of what I had planned in the 5 seconds that I rolled this, but I can make it work.
Well,
make sure you guys, if someone says we like something, put a star next to it, and then we can come back to those ones when we review.
My list has 0 stars.
Mine does too.
Do you guys like that one? Inquisitor, Space Station, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You guys like that?
It's fine.
Yeah. I don't love it.
So do I, but so far it's the one I like the most.
I'm just starting again.
Matt, what is Alara?
Oh, remember we talked about that one. That's the Magic the Gathering plane of existence, and it's the one that they actually went ahead and made an entire D&D. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, I can describe the actual world.
Just like in a sentence. Which world is it?
magic explosion. Like the world is super, super magical.
Okay.
Like there's like crystals hanging in the air. There's something called a maelstrom that is a huge storm that
Okay, that's all I need. Super
okay.
magic, high magic fantasy.
Yep.
That's all I
Super
had
high
to say.
magic-y. Yep.
Who wants to go first?
I haven't gone first yet. Mine's kind of interesting. So I got cyborgs, and alien invasion and Die Hard. So here's what I got Die Hard twice so far. Here's what I envision is that you guys would be like the security protocol in a building should something. Should the building be attacked or something like that, it would be like, okay, activate the security. So you know, aliens would come down, they would take over the building, and then someone would hit the trigger, and then boom, you guys spring to life, and it would just be probably a slaughter fest too. Like you guys would be mowing down aliens and kicking ass and being badasses.
What were the three things again?
Cyborg, alien invasion, Die Hard.
Oh,
I kind of like that. The cyborg and alien invasion. I mean, it all kind of goes well.
I thought
together
those
if
two
you
went
think about
together.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, but the Die Hard,
you have your body enhancements and stuff that you can.
yeah,
Like your arm forms into a cannon or something like that, or
Right.
you have like
so you could have
crazy
any
cybernetic
D&D.
legs, so you can like run super fast or something like that. Cybernetic enhancements or something like that. Like
Yeah, you could be any class pretty easily with
Yeah.
that.
yeah, I like that. I'll go ahead and go next. This is Casey. Dragons, Alara, Saving Private Ryan. So there's a massive, massive war in Alara. All of our characters are dragons, and we have to find one of our family members, or we are finding, or actually, maybe we're in the service of a human trying to find someone. Maybe we're in the service, I don't know, we could be in the service of a lot of people, but we have been conscripted into this war to do something, to find a friend, to find a family member, to find someone important.
the last dragon of its kind. We have to go and find him.
The last black dragon of Alara. Alara being a high magic fantasy world for Magic the Gathering.
Yeah,
TM.
TM.
Wizards of the Coast.
Please don't sue
so we're just dragons? Like we're beasts the entire time, or would we be able to like change between like human or like
I think that would be up to the
human
DM.
form and
Yeah, I
dragon
think that would
form
be
and
up to
stuff?
the DM in the story. Maybe you would have a character form and then a dragon form. I'm not sure. Do you like that?
It's cool. That would be fun. The background for the whole Alara thing is really neat. Like you guys would read like a few pages, and it would be.
I think that sounds cool. I just don't know anything about the Alara. I could do dragons and a Saving Private Ryan thing, but I just don't know
Yeah,
anything about.
I would.
world.
I would give you a rundown on what you needed to know about it. You guys would definitely run into the Maelstrom, which is. I mean, it says like it just wipes out entire. Like it just blinks, and then like an entire race is gone. Like it's just badass. So you guys would probably be saving the dragon from the Maelstrom. That'd be my guess.
Cool.
Go ahead, Robbie.
So I have detectives, alien invasion, and Hunger Games. So here's what I imagine to be able to glue all this together. I imagine the alien invasion happening, and then after they take over the world, they make humans
Fight each other.
in the Hunger Games, and somehow you're a detective and all that. So the detective part's kind of hard to glue in there.
Yeah, I like the other two so much.
Yeah. So I was kind of thinking too that the alien invasion, this would be like, say, in the future after the alien invasion, but they still are rulers of the planet. And so they made laws and everything. And you as a detective have to prove that the aliens are doing things that are wrong, like against the law. And so to be able to do that, you have to volunteer yourself into the Hunger Games.
I think the Hunger Game one, I think that's so cool. The detective part is so weird.
Yeah.
Like what kind of... I don't know.
It's a thinker. Like how are you detectives in an alien invasion? Maybe you are an alien and you're trying to help the humans that are in the Hunger Games. I like that idea better.
Maybe, yeah, the humans have placed... I'm sorry, if the aliens have placed humans in a Hunger Games setting to, like, mess with them, but you as a detective have gone undercover to find the humans that are running this, that have betrayed everyone else, You know what I mean? Like the aliens have conscripted humans to run this for them for their experiments, but you are a human to do like, I don't know, some undercover work and find out some other information.
So you'd be part of an underground rebel, and you would try to find out the humans that are betrayed the rest of the human race.
Yeah, something like that, or maybe you're trying to find out more information on alien technology or something. That could work.
Yeah.
So we are bounty hunters living in a cyberpunk future where the plot is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Ooh.
I was super excited until I got
the
to
first
that
two
last
were
one. I was
home
like,
runs together.
This is awesome. The only thing I could really think of is, we're bounty hunters. It's a futuristic setting, and there are
maybe get shrunk.
the baddies,
maybe
the guys that we're going after. They have some sort of technology where it allows them to shrink down to super small size, like Ant-Man kind of stuff. Yeah. And us as bounty hunters, like, we got to go after them, and the only way that we can find them is getting on their level, basically, and shrinking down and, I don't know, running through this futuristic world as tiny little, I don't know, small people, I guess, and
it's pretty good.
hunting them down, I guess. I don't know.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that one. It's pretty good.
The Honey, I Shrunk the Kids part, I was just like, man, this is,
I know,
just give me
tough.
something, but, because if you think of the plot of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, like, they get shrunk and they have to make their way back to a certain point to try and, like, grow back.
Yeah, like the whole world is.
So they have to, like, the plot is like they're like encountering like all these dangers as they go through this large world or whatever. So that's, I don't know. I'm trying to find a way to like squeeze that plot in there, but the only thing I can think of is like, oh, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, you like shrink and you're like tiny.
Yep.
So,
I like it as if you're hitman and you go and you're trying to make your contract kill, and the guy shrinks you before you can. And so your goal is you get unshrunk, and then eventually when you come back to normal size, you can actually get your contract and kill the guy when you're back to normal size. Or maybe you can get the guy when you shrink down. Who knows?
So you're
I like that better.
You're running through his complex basically as a tiny person. You have to run through that environment basically.
Like, imagine if the bad guy is like Ant-Man with an Ant-Man gun, and he shrinks things to steal them. And you're trying to get to him, but he just shrinks you. He's like, screw you, now you're tiny, ha 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 ha. So you have to find your way to somewhere to get big again and take him out.
Could see it.
Yeah.
That's one of my more favorite. I like that in Alara the most so far. Personally.
Roll again.
We'll put a star next to that.
Can anyone tell me what The Raid is?
The Raid is an Indonesian martial arts film. And it is an elite squad is tasked to infiltrate a high-rise building run by a ruthless drug lord located in the slums of Jakarta. Actually, you know what it's a lot like? It's a lot like that new Judge Dredd where he is assaulting that one building. Basically, yeah, it's like it is instead of Die Hard where he's trying to get into the building to save everyone, you're trying to get into the building to kill everyone.
Cool.
I'm going to need help on mine. I don't know what They Live.
Ooh, that's a movie that everyone should watch sometime in their lifetime. So
you've never lived until you saw They Live.
I've been meaning to see this. This is like a very popular cult.
Is it really?
Yeah, as Roddy Piper is in the movie. Yeah, and he gets these glasses and he starts seeing the world differently. Like he'll look at a billboard sign and it will say like, drink this super drink. It's so awesome. Everyone's doing it. And instead he puts the glasses on and it will say consume. And he sees all these messages like reproduce, make more money, consume, like all this propaganda. And he realizes that there's actually these people that make this propaganda in his glasses are also aliens that just seek out more power. And that's how they do it, is through this hidden propaganda. And you see it through the glasses. It's really good.
So everything's like great in the normal world, but when he puts these glasses on, it's like you see all the bad stuff that's truly there. And so it's like, drink this, it tastes good, but it's like, consume this. It's
actually like coding the secret message of advertisement.
Okay.
I wonder if that's on Netflix. I want to check it out.
I looked it up. You have to pay to watch it, which I'm a little disappointed in.
On
like
Netflix?
Yeah, it's not on there.
It's not on Netflix. You have to.
Okay.
Well, do we want to say, if you think yours is like super good, do we want to save yours for last?
Oh, sure. I'll save mine for last. I'll dwell in it.
Let's do yours, Chuck, because you haven't gone first yet.
I've gone first once, but I'll go again. So we are elementals. In the setting is a magic school where the plot is they live. So I would say that as elementals, who put elementals down? Is it?
I put elementals. So
What was your thoughts behind that? Are we like
each person
we're a
would-
rock creature, or we have like elemental abilities?
what's that movie? Avatar? Not Avatar. With
Avatar's
Yeah, the Last
cartoon
Airbender.
where-
yeah, Last Airbender. That's
So
where it's coming from. Is like you're a master of an air, like an not
Okay.
air,
Okay.
but
So
an
that's-
element.
That kind of goes in with what I was thinking. So we are
Kinda think
elemental.
Captain Planet,
we are
too.
elementals where we have controls over. I would put
think-
one specific type of magic. So earth, fire, wind, water. And, we're going to this magic school. We are trying to learn our abilities and strengthen ourselves and become more powerful. But with the plot of They Live, from what you were telling me, like this school is actually run by something much darker. And I guess we would discover something along the way that would
cool.
show us that
They're trying to program all the students.
trying to
do something
program
I
nice.
really
students
like
to-
this one. I
That's
really
really
do.
I like
good.
that. I think that's really cool.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then we figure out like, oh gosh, like this is not what we thought it was, and then we gotta
I think
hunt
the
this
word
entity
also.
down or something. I don't know.
I think the word Robbie is. I changed this on the chart. Is now elementalists.
Elementalists.
There you go.
Okay,
Elementalists. Is
that's what I wanted to check because I was just
characters.
like, what do you mean by this? Are we?
Yeah.
Am I Am I a rock monster or am I a fire monster?
That's what I
or something
thought.
Like that.
Like
That's what
a
I was
D&D
thinking.
elemental is
okay,
like
sorry.
a conjured creature, but like an elementalist would be like
that works better.
a
Someone that
storm
controls,
sorcerer,
yeah.
or a fire
really-
sorcerer.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah,
I think that's really
star
cool.
that one, Chuck. So I do
Yeah.
picture like the school is like brainwashing these kids to like imagine a government program of like 11 from Stranger Things is like their program like brainwashing these kids to do these evil stuff for them, and like the kids find out like, hey, these things are wrong. I shouldn't be doing this. That's what I pictured for that.
Yeah.
I think that's really good.
I do too.
Yep, rad.
I can go next. I got elementalists.
Ooh, as well.
Same thing
as well.
Weird.
I know
My
you keep
gosh.
rolling with me. For setting, I got Tron, which I'm pretty excited about, and then plot Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, live, die, repeat.
So I imagine that you're this person outside of a world. You get sucked in. You become an elementalist in a video game, and it just happens to keep repeating itself every time that you die.
Oh gosh, the setting of Tron mixed with the plot of Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat, whatever you want to call it, is perfect because it is like
video
literally a video
game-esque.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you respawn at the beginning every time.
What
So
if
I
we
would
were in a
imagine-
video game and we were characters? We get sucked into the video game world. Like, oh, hey, we're normal people. We start off and then you go like, oh, I'm going to be this rock guy or, I don't know, this guy with the rock powers or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Something
You would
like
pick
that.
your
And
powers
you-
or whatever, and I imagine it would be one fight. Would it be like one fight over? I don't know. I guess it'd be up to the
think
DM
it
whether
would
it's one
be
fight over and over. Like you need to die a lot.
You know what game I
Yeah.
think of thinking of this is, what was that X-Men game where it had the 2 TV screens and you're kind of
Yeah.
like the 6 characters.
X-Men,
and
yeah,
it's just
X-Men.
like,
I thought it was 3. Go around you. I remember that. That was awesome.
well, yeah, 2 or 3 TV screens, but like I just remember like putting so many quarters into
Oh,
it. It
God.
was just like, this sucks, and
many.
I never beat it. Like,
Yeah, it's impossible.
I imagine this one being like instead of always telling the same part that you've already rolled good on, and like you just after you were successful doing something, you keep staying successful in that spot, and then eventually, like you'll instead of repeating everything you've ever successful at, like you keep starting where.
I still think that one has potential just because
I do too.
the
Yeah.
setting and the plot go so well together. And then just elementalists, you're people with powers. Like it's not like you could make it like literally it could be like a video game kind of type thing.
So it's
Like-
Edge of Tomorrow, Elementalist, and what?
Tron.
Tron.
The setting's
So imagine if it's like, honestly, it's kind of like that one season of the Adventure Zone where I imagine the DM might set like a clockwork world up and kind of set up times, and the characters would die over and over and over and figure things out eventually how to do it right.
yeah.
What was the main goal in Edge of Tomorrow? What was After he did all that, what was
He
he?
had to
Kill a certain alien.
He had to kill a certain alien in order to. What was it? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I forget how that movie ended.
He basically something happened to him where he was killed, and his he died.
He killed a certain
he killed a
alien.
certain alien, and it like
that got
mixed
blood
with
on
his
him.
like blood
Yeah.
or something like that, and it basically gave him the power to basically repeat every day. So the longer he goes with like this power, he keeps getting further and further and further into the story, the storyline or whatever. So it would be very similar to Adventure Zone kind of thing, like that storyline.
Yeah.
But
Actually, I bet he probably referenced that in designing
probably. And he gets to the very end, and I think like when he gets to the very end, he like loses his powers, I think, or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Exactly, but he has to do something. He has to stop something.
Yeah,
from
he keeps getting to
repeating the time.
Doesn't
I
he have
guess.
to get to a woman who's like doing something?
He finds another woman, another person that has experienced the same
that's right.
thing as him, but
Yeah.
she no longer has the ability because the
don't
ability
think we need to
passes
go
from
this far
person to
into it.
person.
Yeah.
I know.
All right,
It's
I
I think
way
we're
down the
going
rabbit
off on another trail. I think that would be the DM discretion of what your main your main
how
mission
you do
would
it.
be.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's a cool one though.
Shall I start?
Start.
Shall I put a star next to it? Say
Oh,
one of
star.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure.
I thought you said start. I was
Yeah,
like, dude, you just
I
read
heard
yours.
start. Yeah.
I was like, we got two others.
Yeah, I mean start.
We're batting. I would say we're batting 1,000 so far. These
Matthew?
are pretty decent.
I have Smugglers, which goes along with the plot of the raid, apparently, because that's like where
Drugs.
Although the school campus setting.
Okay.
So
We're smuggling
I
drugs
just
on the
imagine,
school
yeah, you're
campus.
getting something into the school when it is in fact taken over, and you have to go in and kick butt. I guess
Yeah.
is the raid,
The
right?
school breaks all of that. Something about that
Right.
school, like, because
Kinda
how is the
threw it
school
off.
going to be taken over by
Right.
drug lords? Or maybe,
Hopefully
I don't know.
not. Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe the school is under
I'm
drug
fine.
lord control, and you have to go in there and try to
Yeah.
rescue people.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah, we could hammer that home, but I think we have better ones out
Yeah,
already.
I'm not fighting for that.
Mine is Goblin Races in a winter wonderland, and the setting is Wizard of Oz.
That's funny.
And I don't know. I just imagine goblins pulled out of a place that they know. They end up in some sort of winter wonder world, and they have to follow some sort of road to find Santa Claus or something and kill a bunch of elves. That's
Did
all
I
I
put
can think
Winter
of.
Wonderland? Was that one of mine?
Probably.
I think for setting. I don't know.
I think this is a very goofy one. Maybe I talked it up too much now.
Yeah,
that I
you
said
said it
out
was
loud.
really good. And now you're not.
I just my
I
gut
was like-
feeling. My gut feeling was I love this, but then after hearing
Chucks.
I was like, shit.
No, well, that's what I was picturing with the setting of Winter Wonderland. You have all these like winter creatures. You have like Jack Frost. You
Yeah.
have like Santa Claus. You
Yes, and you could run into all of those characters
run into
along
all
the way.
these weird characters
help you.
along the way and
Yeah.
stuff. And
I think that is a solid, a cute little story there.
yeah, I think that's funny.
Nothing amazing, but good.
It was good.
So I think we might. Do we think we might have some winners here? We've done 16 of these.
Yeah. So what was Chuck's most recent one again?
We are elementalists and going to a magic school where the plot is they live.
Right.
Which
That's
I
pretty
think that
good.
one's
And then
pretty
I
cool. I'm
like
trying to
Robbie's
think of
as
it.
well.
What was Robbie's elementalist?
Elementalist, Tron, and Edge of Tomorrow.
So I just like Elementalist. I don't know.
I actually do love
The
Elementalist.
elementalist
Yeah, no, it's
thing is
really good.
Every time I
yeah.
play a D&D character, it's always like I try
Yeah.
to make it elemental.
Focus on. Yeah, I figure the characters would be like you would pick, like even if you're a sorcerer, you would pick to go
Storm
with all
sorcery.
fire.
I'm almost
or
thinking-
all, yeah.
You would theme all your spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have to be something with some sort of magic. But if you're elementalist, like how you would have to.
You would just
that'd
theme
be
it
up to the DM.
you know?
Like, yeah.
Like you could easily be like I've done like an arcane archer or a eldritch knight that was an archer who was an air genasi, and it was all wind. I just picked wind themed spells, and it worked out really well.
Yeah, super fun.
And it's that
can
could be
skin
an
stuff.
elementalist. Yeah.
Yeah, like shield, the spell shield, it could be wind.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like you can tweak some of the little bits of it. Storm sorcerer is an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a bunch of different clerics are kind of elemental. You know, the light cleric could be kind of fiery, things like that.
So are those our final two? Or do we have any that everybody liked?
I'm leaning more towards Chuck's Elemental, Magic School, and They Live. I'm leaning more towards his instead of mine, which was Elements, Tron, and Edge of Tomorrow.
I feel like I need to see this movie, They Live, now. It sounds so interesting to me.
I agree.
Yeah, whoever DMs that is going to have to figure out a way to turn not just what you look at into propaganda, but eventually mundane things will become stuff you should probably fight.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it should be something that you battle. Matt, how do you feel? I mean, would you want to fight for dragons, Alara, Saving Private Ryan? Because that sounds like an epic high fantasy campaign.
No, it would be good. The dragons part throws me off a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. Like, how powerful should you be? Should you roll classes even?
Oh, you mean like, what kind of dragon are you? I'm a black dragon, and I...
No, I'm not worried about that part. Like, you can be any color of dragon you want, but, like, should you...
I imagine the DM would set all those boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's a young adult dragon, or everyone's a dragon wormling. Everyone's, you know, this or that.
And I'm going to apologize. What I described was Zendikar. Alara is not horribly off, but it doesn't have that maelstrom. So sorry to everyone who's a hardcore Magic the Gathering fan, because I know I'll get some flack.
You should know better.
No, I should. Zendikar is really super cool too, though. So, but Alara rocks.
Wait, what's the difference between Alara then?
So Alara is more. So definitely lots of magic, but they have 5 distinct continents, I guess I would call them, that each one is like focused on a color of magic. So like there's a area that's red called Jund that is like dragony and nasty, and then there's a white area that where all the magic there is really strong in healing and but so you know you cross it from one area to another and it's a completely different world. So it's cool though. It's a very cool world. And definitely the color of dragon that you would be would play a part.
Yeah.
I like it. I think it would be fun. The elementalist thing I think would be cooler.
Okay.
I think it's doable.
Which Elementalist one do you like?
I don't know. The Edge of Tomorrow seems neat. Tron throws me off a little bit on that one.
See, the Edge of Tomorrow part of that one throws me off a little bit.
So that is tougher to DM because you are setting up repeated.
You would have to have the entire campaign planned.
Correct.
First episode.
Start to finish.
Do you want me to read They Live, like the brief description of it?
Sure.
I was just looking it up. So the main character, a wanderer without meaning in his life, discovers a pair of sunglasses capable of showing the world the way it truly is. As he walks the streets of Los Angeles, he notices that both the media and the government are compromised of subliminal messaging meant to keep the population subdued, and that most of the social elite are skull-faced aliens bent on world domination. So with this shocking discovery, he fights to free humanity from the mind-controlling aliens.
Yeah, I could definitely see something where we're students, we find an object in our school that shows that all of our teachers are actually aliens. And then we have to, I don't know, fight something.
I think that's pretty awesome.
I know, it's pretty cool too.
I think that's our winner.
I'm leaning toward doing it just because I don't want anyone to mess up the plot of They Live. Just because I really like that movie.
Okay.
You feel passionate about it, Robbie.
But I'm also scared to DM.
Don't be scared.
So this one would take...
I feel like I could do this. I just don't know anything about They Live. I understand what you're saying, Robbie, not wanting to mess it up. I feel like I would have to see the movie first before.
What if, here's the thing, what if over the next few days, we all watch this movie, and then we decide who DMs it, over text or whatever.
Yeah.
And we'll leave it as a surprise on episode 1.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's pretty neat. Because I think we all agree, we like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thinking about it as a school and how you want to define the school. I definitely could do something like this. I feel like this is, I play it pretty loosey-goosey with the planning on the DMing. Like, I have a vague thing, but I feel like a school is a lot of planning for me. Like, all the teachers, the layouts, the magic school. Like, I would have, that's, I mean, a lot of that stuff I'd probably just
teachers, like, what kind of, I don't know. You're going to have your characters going level 1. They don't know shit, and they got to learn their spells. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what level those characters would be, but let's
say that's the scenario.
That's our homework
and
to watch
figure it
They
out.
Live.
So,
and then we'll
ladies
figure it
and
out.
gentlemen, we're going to have to wait 2 days, but good for you. You don't have to wait that long. You could just play the other episode of Crit Sandwich that came out today.
Yes. At the exact same time this one did.
I'm jealous of you.
So, elementalists, in a school, they live.
Yeah.
The
It
elementalists.
sounds cool. I don't know. I'd have to see this.
Yeah,
It's a 1988 movie.
Yeah.
Is it that?
It's a John Carpenter horror movie.
Gotta be.
1988, yeah.
For Rowdy.
I want to give credit to who put these on the list. The elementalist was myself, Robbie. Magic School, who put that? Who put Magic School on here? Harry Potter place. Chuck was probably you.
I'd have to see. I think
Yeah,
my
Chuck
name's on there.
put Magic School, and Robbie as well put They Live.
So you wanted to
So
give
you have
yourself credit.
You have the most things.
Great, really. You own this.
Well
Rob.
done.
I was planning
Well
on
done,
doing it
Robbie.
at the end because we said all these names, and I'm like, I want people to know who said some of these. And I'm like, we'll just do the last one that we picked.
Well, really, it's we have not had a lot of submissions, so we just kind of expanded the list ourselves here on season 2, just like we did for season 3. Not a big deal. Kind of changing things up, keeping things moving, and I think
A shout out and thank you to Peyton at Peyton. Very cool. Thank you for giving us some ideas for our characters on here. And I'm sorry that we didn't roll anything.
Yeah, we did not roll and hit them. But I think that's it. We will see you guys in a minute for episode 1 of Crit Sandwich.
Season 3, heck yeah.
Season 3. Campaign 3. Thanks for sinking your teeth into Crit Sandwich. We are Crit Sandwich Podcast on Facebook. We are at Crit Sandwich on Twitter. If you like our podcast, please give us a review on iTunes or whatever other website you find your podcast on to help other people find us. If you have any feedback or would like to contribute to our random game world chart, hit us up on social media or email to send that to us at critsandwichpodcast@gmail.com. Guys, I didn't record any. I'm just kidding.
I was like, fuck.
That's happened before.
I wrote my numbers down.